Clara stared without blinking when she saw me go in as normal the following day. Clara, on the contrary, breathed with relief when she saw that apparently her vision was not real. She didn't trust, of course she didn't, but I acted so naturally that it didn't leave room for unfounded doubts. "I'm telling you she's here," Thera shouted in low, talking to Hugo on the phone. "Thera, that's not possible," Hugo insisted. "That's not possible. The others said she was out of the city. Freddie phone line. Come around later to talk." "Fine," Thera said with faltering excitement. Faltering because she didn't get the world stopped with a single word of her. Excitement because she was going to meet Hugo afterwards. Her approach strategy was working as she had drawn up. She knew, she thought, Hugo approved her. It took a long time to him to fall. It was hard to get to him. She saw him for the first time in one organization meeting she wasn't invited to. She went in scared. She was afraid someone threw her out. She counted with the friend's accomplice help. He had told her about the hot and interesting he was. "Sal says he is gay, but I don't think so. It's only he knows how to get what he wants." "Don't be silly, come to meet him," Frank offered. She wasn't that needy. She was just plenty of ambition and not exactly of the good one. As Frank described him, Hugo was the boss everybody bows to. She imagined herself walking arm in arm with him, governing, seeing how everybody obeyed, and above all, seeing how we obey her. Thera was not that kind of idolizing her partner, no. She was more a parasite of his power. She had tried on her own, but she had a big lack of way with people. Of that deceive every leader must have. She was totally lack of. It was complicated to know why people who put up with her stood her, mostly men. But it wasn't because of that way with people. Sure not. "And what if they say anything?" Thera asked, pretending innocence. "Bloody hell, girl. You come to me, and that's all," Frank solved. But Frank had to attend another business. Thera looked for him with a bit of despair. She got angry to her inside. She thought. She sat down in a discreet, penultimate row. It wasn't hard. Nobody talked. Nobody looked at each other. And when he talks, he seduces. Frank kept on as he was on commission. "But he has a girlfriend, hasn't he?" Thera asked. "Yes, he has," Frank answered with a sigh. "Well, having a girlfriend..." Thera dropped with pity searching the Frank's insistence. And she got it. Frank didn't know her. He nearly knew the former girlfriend in a passing, and he couldn't understand how he had managed to find others so quickly, if he lived almost exclusively for the organization and the woman wasn't known on the trade. When he first saw her, he thought she was too few. She seemed to him a spoiled child that couldn't speak for herself. They introduced her to him once. She wasn't able to raise her head to say hello, and spoke to Hugo in his ear. Sure, a spoiled child kept in a woman's body. So he described her to Thera, although this description, far from helping, led her to a dilemma. Would it be the kind of woman he liked? And therefore, would have she to mind her temper? Or would she be more attractive if she revealed more character? She recognized him immediately. Frank had done an identical draw of him. He spoke, gaining all public's attention. All Thera's and Thera his. He knew everyone and his eyes went after her. As with all the girls, she didn't need to be that special. "So, who are you?" Hugo asked seriously. "No, nobody," Thera answered, using her false modesty. "Well, I think you are someone," Hugo said, displaying his charms. "Who did you come with?" "No, I came alone," Thera answered, pretending to be defenseless. "And who did tell you about this place?" Hugo inquired. "Frank did," Thera answered, beginning to draw attention to herself. "Oh, Frank, do you know him then?" Hugo kept on asking. "Yes, we work together. I'm a contact, you know," Thera explained, making herself seem interesting at last.